All right, good afternoon. My name is Emmanuel Murai, Director Business Avenews KE, and I'm happy to be here today together with our partner, that is Grebe, represented by Danson Mwaura, and he's going to have a chance to introduce himself. And the purpose or the aim or objective of this forum is to announce our strategic partnership with Grebe as our official partner when it comes to the agri supply chain of farm agri inputs and animal health products, and Avenews KE being the financial strategic financier to all the agri SMEs or all the agro stockists in this south region of Nakuru Rift Valley region. So we are happy and enlightened to be here today. And this strategic partnership shows our commitment and our dedication to strengthening the agri supply chain by providing the agri financing solutions that we have that enable the agri SMEs that are playing in this sector to enable them to grow their businesses and of course to grow their operations, especially in timings when the season is high and when there is also the agenda of ensuring that we have food security in our country. So our timing is perfect, looking at the opportunity that Grebe comes with. He is of course very well versed in this region, serving quite a vast region and serving over 3,000 farmers, and also being able to supply over 700 stockists or agrovets or agro dealers in this region. So we are looking at him as a very strategic partner who is serving quite a big area when it comes to geographical coverage, starting from Nakuru town, expanding to the Narok regions, Nyahururu region, going upwards to the Molo, Marigat, Mau Narok, Rumuruti, Subukia, and even to Timau region. So you can already see the kind of muscle and the kind of geographical coverage that he's covering. So we are looking at this opportunity being in a very timely manner, being that also as Avenews, we've been in the market or in the country for the last 5 years. So we are agri-financiers who are in the fintech category, licensed by the Central Bank of Kenya, and we've been interacting and we've been supporting agri SMEs across different regions in the country for the last 5 years. So we see this opportunity of coming to this Nakuru or South Rift region in partnership with Grebe as a great milestone, because Grebe comes with the confidence and the assurity that one, he has the confidence or the trust that we are looking for, both from farmers and also from agri SMEs. Why we say that is because also looking at Grebe, he's been in the market for over, I think now, 13 years. So that tells you that he's a trusted distributor, and he's also an entity that has built trust and relationship with the agri SMEs and farmers who are in this region. So our strategic partnership is here to guarantee, one, food security, because as we deploy our financing through the Stockist Financing Partnership that we are launching today with them, then this gives us the confidence that one, all the agrovets and agro dealers or SMEs who are buying from him are able to complete the milestone supply to the farmer, who is the most important person. And why we deem or we say that the farmer is the most important is because he's the anchor to this relationship. He's the person who is going down to the farms, ensuring that we get the foods, or we get the animals, or we're able to produce the produce items that we need. And these, of course, guaranteeing food security to our regions and to our country. So we also see it as a way of empowering the farmers to get quality and reliable farm inputs. I think we've all been in the market, and we've seen situations where there is opportunity and demand for farm produce items or farm inputs. But on the other hand, stockists or agri SMEs like agrovets are not able to complete the last mile distribution because of lack of financing, because the farmers want to come and get the produce items from their shops, but they are not able to come and purchase in cash from distributors or suppliers like Grebe because there is a cash flow gap. Because they also have the responsibility of ensuring that farmers get these things on time and they get quality seeds or farm inputs as what is required. So when we look at this opportunity, we see it as a big milestone where we are giving confidence and assurity that one, farmers will get the stock they need on time or the input items that they need on time. They are also guaranteed of quality because they are buying from a trusted distributor who is Grebe. And in that transaction, Avenews is guaranteeing that we are going to enable the stockist or the agrovets to get the volumes and they are going to be able to meet the demand through this arrangement of stock of the stockist financing. So what we are doing is, one, we are making it easy and we are making it very easy for the stockist or agrovets to get the kind of inputs or the quantities that they are looking or the quantities of items that they are getting from the preferred distributor, who is Grebe, and in turn, they are able to supply or make sure that the farmer gets these things on time. We've been here and we've seen there are situations where there is a lot of unreliability when it comes to the rainfall because of things like climatic change. So you find that these are not the long days where we used to get a very assured sort of like weather prediction pattern. So it is very important that nowadays when rainfall falls, like now tunaona ni wakati wa mvua, that everyone in the agri supply chain or in the distribution channel is able to play their part. So the distributor assures the agrovets or the agri dealers that they are going to get the stock, and the agrovets also assure the farmers that they are going to get the quantities and the qualities of farm items or farm input items that they need. So we started working with Grebe about 3-4 years ago, and we've been able to interact and we've been able to execute a market storm that has been there for the last 30 days. Actually, I think we're in the process of completing it and also moving to regions like Narok. So in the last 30 days, we've been in the Nakuru region. We've been to Molo, we've been to Marigat, we've been to Mau Narok. And the essence of this was to walk a journey together with the distributor and get close to the farmer and also to the stockist. So we've been going around to their business premises, meeting them, listening to them, taking their orders, and Avenews providing the financing on the spot, meaning that all the businesses that we've been visiting, we've been able to give them the requirements and also onboard them to our Avenews financing platform. This financing comes with a lot of flexibility because what we do, we guarantee that one, we are able to give them flexible durations or flexible loan tenors of even up to 90 days. What does that do? It gives the stockist or the agrovet the confidence that once they get or purchase through the Avenews financing, they are able to repay at their own sort of like speed. So we do not push them to repay with very, I would say, rigid tenors or number of days or durations. Otherwise, we listen to them and we also get to understand what exactly do they need. How long are they taking to consume this stock and also to sell it to the farmers. So we tailor-make these financing solutions according to each stockist or according to their own, I would say, according to their own request or according to their different levels of or ability of selling. On the other hand, what we also give to the distributor is a confidence that anytime that stockist is dialing or is making a call to make an order, there is a financial partner who is ready on the go and who is available to fulfill the payment as they wish. Because we've also seen situations, or recently we've seen situations where distributors are forced also to be able to sell their goods on cash. But not every stockist or every agrovet have that liquidity or cash flow or that capability of them to buy in stock. And that's why we are saying Avenews is here today. We have a very well tailor-made product together with Grebe, who is our main partner in this South Rift or South Rift region of Rift Valley, where we are saying that the stockists and the farmers are guaranteed and assured of getting the farm inputs they need or the stocks they need so that they can be able to fulfill the agriculture responsibilities that they have. So working together with Grebe, we've established a financing program that is very flexible, like I had mentioned earlier on there, where Grebe, or as a distributor, is also able to give us information or data that enable us to understand the stockist or agrovets they are dealing with them. So meaning that when we get to the stockist or agrovets, we don't have to ask them for collateral, we don't ask them to provide any securities, but relying on the distributor information that we get from the system that Grebe has as a distributor, we are able to understand the capability and the opportunity of these stockists or agrovets that you are dealing with. So we are no longer going the traditional way of telling these stockists to patie title deed, ama to patie logbook. What we are just telling them is, as long as you're on board with us, very simple requirements. One, a distributor statement from Grebe. Hiyo itatuonesha how well or the volumes at which this stockist has been buying for the last 12 months. Then second, we only check that and their financials, which is bank statements or M-Pesa statements. Imagine, with only those three few requirements, we are able to tell them on the spot that they qualify for X amount of money. And they can use that credit line or that credit limit to purchase or fulfill their orders with Grebe. So that comes out as, I would say, a very timely solution and a very easy way of providing financial empowerment to these key players, especially when we talk about stockists who play a very big role to fulfill the last mile distribution of agri-produce items, which are key when it comes to food production. Today is about signing these MOU and letting people out there have the confidence that anytime you hear that there is Avenews and there is Grebe, you can be rest assured that with a very simple process and a very flexible process or procedure, you can be able to tailor-make and get stock for your business. And after you get that stock, fulfill the orders for the farmers who are the main people and who are about how it's been for the last 13 years. I believe that's how long you've been in business, and how you've seen this strategic partnership with Avenews, and the kind of experience that you've seen for the last 3 years or 2 years, and especially the last 30 days when we've been having this market storm in this Nakuru region.
Of course, alongside that financing, there is always the element of financial literacy.
Yeah.
Among those people who are going to benefit. So I don't know whether you factored in that kind of intervention on financial literacy for these stockists who are going to be consuming the product. Secondly, with this engagement, how long is it going to take with Grebe? And what are your ultimate targets?
So one, when it comes to financial literacy, this is something that we've been doing over the years. I think for those of you who are very familiar with us, you've heard of us doing multiple events with stockists here in Nakuru. I think you're all familiar with Eastmart Hotel. We've done quite a lot of events or stockist training programs there, even not only with Grebe, but also in partnership with even importers and manufacturers. And the essence of these training events is to educate the stockist in terms of, one, how does this financing work? And how is this financing important and flexible compared to other financial solutions that are out there? So we've been doing that, and we've also educated them very well in terms of even utilization. How do you use this financing to benefit you and to the maximum returns to your business? Because as Avenews, the biggest goal or objective we have when we speak of Avenews financing is actually to grow the business itself, which is the agrovet or the stockist. We want to make sure that year by year, these stockists or these agrovets are not doing business the same way. So we train them on business records in terms of how to keep proper business records. Second, we also train them on the importance of embedding technology in their businesses. And third, we also teach them in terms of the importance of utilizing financing to the main, to the main intention, and not using financing for other things that you hadn't planned for, or that are not related to the business that you are doing, because the objective or the main goal of Avenues financing is to grow these businesses and make sure that they get value and they see value with the financing that you're giving them. So yes, we've carried out these financial literacy training programs, and this is going to continue. And that is why we've also decided to come to the distributor level, partner with people like Grebe, because you can already see distributors have a longer sort of like historical relationship with stockists. You can imagine we are talking about over 700 stockists in this South Rift region. These people have been in relationship with Grebe for over 13 years. You can imagine they already have a very deep sort of like relationship and even sort of like information and data that Grebe keeps regarding these stockists. So a part of training is part of what we're also going to continue to do with Grebe. Very soon we're also going to have a workshop with Grebe and some of their key suppliers or importers that they deal with. And the purpose of bringing these stockists together is to train them on financial matters, business matters, and even how to handle most of these agrochemicals and agro inputs they're handling from a professional level in terms of how they also pass this information down to the farmer, because the farmer is the end consumer of all these things or all these efforts that we're doing. Coming to the second question, you asked about the term of engagement. One, in terms of opportunity, our opportunity, we see an opportunity of onboarding over 70 or 80% of these stockists. So we are looking at 700 agrovets in the Southeast region. And we're also looking at over 3,000 farmers. Why we also say that we like to empower farmers is because a lot of farmers nowadays or recently have become suppliers. So you find that people are farming in the different value chains because we are here to support the dairy value chain. A lot of farmers are grouped into cooperatives. Avenues is working and is financing registered and organized farmers who are in groups and cooperatives. Second, we also have the horticulture sector, which is also housing a lot of farmers who are exporters and who are doing supplies to institutions like supermarkets, hospitals, schools, and the like. So we are also saying that such farmers who are organized and who are already suppliers are not left outside, because they are also playing a very huge role when it comes to the supply side of the agri-produce items. Last but not least, we're also looking at livestock. There are a lot of farmers who are also doing or playing in the meat sector. So we are saying that Avenues financing is not only to the agrovets, or it is not only tailor-made to fit only the agrovets or the stockists, but also those farmers who are formalized and who are registered as suppliers, we are working with them. So when we look at the opportunity to working with Grebe, we are looking over 3,000 farmers. I'm sure most of them, if not above 50%, they are already formalized suppliers and they are already businesses that are trading in formal ways. So we look at that as a big opportunity, and there is no restriction into how long we are going to work with Grebe. The partnership that we've signed is there to stay, and we are looking at even building it to the next level and also having multiple future occurrences, and that is why we are having this media briefing today, and that is why we want to officiate this MOU or this partnership as Grebe being our strategic partner on the South Rift region. And I think, yeah, so there is no really like a cap so we are here to stay and we're here to, yes, work together with Grebe, yes.
Hi everyone, my name is Danson. Oh, sorry. Hi everyone, my name is Danson, and I'm the GM of Grebe Enterprises Limited, a company incorporated as a limited company in the year 2013. So that is to say we have been in business for over 13 years. We are a distributor of agrochemicals and veterinary products, and we have 12 branches at the moment, all the way from Narok, as he mentioned, going all the way to Timau. And we service over 700 stockists whom we sell on a daily basis, and over 3,000 farmers. So Avenues is a very strategic partner in our business. As you all know, in business, cash flow is a very important factor. And most of our stockists mainly have trouble during the season because we have a very short season of about 3 to 4 months where the uptake of agrochemicals is very high. And sometimes they want to stock more, but they don't have the cash to do it. We can only extend credit up to a certain level beyond which we are forced to ask for cash. And that is where Avenues come in. So we are grateful for the partnership and for the few stockists who have already been onboarded and who are taking products from us. They have felt the impact and they are very happy. So we are equally happy. Yes, thank you very much.
And also just a parting shot, maybe?
Most of the products that we deal with are quality products, and they are products which have been tested and proven, and they have actually been made, and they meet the requirements to address the climate change, as you're saying. Yes.
All right. Before we go to the signing, I wanted to talk about maybe a question that is going around people's minds to our listeners. Maybe you've not encountered a physical one-on-one encounter with Avenues, and you're there wondering, how can I apply? Or how do I access Avenues financing? I want to, one, confirm that we are not here virtually, or we are not here through media platforms. We are here physically, and we do have a lot of Avenues sales officers on the ground. So time to time, you can be able to meet them. They are going to visit your shops. So please listen to them. And if you don't meet them and also meet Grebe sales team or staff, please, they could also be able to guide you or link you up with our salespeople for onboarding, for application. But other than that, being that we are also a classified fintech organization, fintech meaning that we do offer our financial solutions through digital platforms. We do have a USSD that people can dial and register directly. They can be able to access our Avenues financial solutions through star 789 star 89 hash. That is star 789 star 89 hash. So once you dial that USSD code, you should be able to get a message that gives you the next steps in terms of application process. And if not that, you can also get us on WhatsApp. That is 0795 029 243. If you drop us a WhatsApp message, we should be able, again, to get feedback from our teams, and they should be able to onboard you. If you're a person who would want to call us, we do have our contact center line that you can be able to call and also get help in terms of registration. So if you're out there, feel free to reach out to Grebe. If you're a Grebe stockist, call in, tell them to link you up with our Avenues representatives, and you should be able to get the financing that you need. Then, to also cement this partnership, we've gone all out. We want to announce a promotion campaign for the next 2 weeks. So speaking to all stockists or all those people who are looking forward to place orders with Grebe, we want to announce Kenya shilling 5,000 voucher extra to the purchase of goods that you are going to be buying, courtesy of Avenues, as long as you apply between today and the 15th of May. So anyone who is going to apply and buy goods using Avenues financing, they will get an Avenues voucher of 5,000 shillings, meaning that if you are buying goods worth 100,000, you will get goods worth 5,000 extra, courtesy of Avenues, and that will not be in the financing. That will be free of charge. So it's a voucher, it's an incentive. I would want to encourage all the stockists who are listening to us today, and those who want to place orders, to do it and to take advantage of this promotion so that we can be able to empower them, help you meet the orders of the businesses to the farmers you're serving, and also grow your businesses in totality.
tuangalie kamera kidogo hapo katikati. Murai juu kidogo. Murai angalia kamera yangu.